Afternoon. So be 4 questions each. We start off with the English for Ben, and then we'll go to the Welsh. Who would like to go first? Ah.
Ben, how's it going? Bit more straightforward preparing for this game after your transcontinental journey to Kazakhstan?
Yeah, we've had a good few days now back in Cardiff. It's been good. We've managed to get a bit more training in than we normally have, a bit more of a build up to this game, and yeah, really looking forward to getting back down to Swansea.
And it's been a while since you'd have played a friendly, isn't it? This is the first under Craig Bellamy. How do you approach it, and what are you looking to get out of it?
We're approaching it exactly the same way we have all of our competitive games. I think it's going to be a really good test. Canada have looked really good in their game. They're very intense, and I'm sure they're coming here with, you know, the mindset that this is an important game for them to show what they can do building up to a World Cup. So really looking forward to the test that we have in front of us.
Yeah, their head coach Jesse Marsh was saying he expects to see Wales at the World Cup next year. I guess that is obviously the ambition for all you guys. Are you hoping this is a match you might, reprise come next summer?
Definitely. Look, that's the mentality we have in the group. We really feel that we can qualify for World Cup, and we are determined to do that. And every time we come on camp, that's the long-term focus for us. So playing teams like Canada will be a good test for us of what hopefully we'll come up against.
And it'll be a chance for senior players like yourself to get more minutes under your belt, having maybe not played for your club as much as you'd want, but also with the youngsters coming through. We saw Dylan Lawler make a real impression in Kazakhstan. What have you made of those young players, and maybe some more uncapped players we might see tomorrow?
They're a really important part of our group. Quite a few of them now have been with us for the last few camps, and their impact, even though it might not be on the pitch yet, around the training group, they work hard every day. They show a lot of quality, and it helps the team as a whole. So if they get the opportunity to get their caps, hopefully you can see it's as seamless as Dylan made it look the other night.
Okay. Any more questions?
Oh, sorry. Hey Ben, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Can I just ask what sort of maybe one of the overriding on the agenda for tomorrow night? Because it says that word friendly, but I don't want to say that too often, especially in front of Craig, because he'll tell me off. But what can you learn? Are you looking forward to as much of the games coming up in October and November, or is it purely just a one-off game?
No, I think every game that we have as a group has like a big meaning for us. It's another chance to wear the Welsh shirt. Yes, it can be a friendly, but it's a great chance for us to test ourselves against some really good players and teams that we don't get to face regularly. So as far as we're concerned, we want to go into the game, we want to win the game, we want to put a good performance in, and walk off that field with the same pride we have every time we wear the Welsh shirt.
And in terms of the overall position, obviously this is a game that you're sitting out of the qualification campaign due to the rotation. With the results that come in from Belgium, North Macedonia, the fact that you got the job done, how do you view where you're sitting now? 5 games, 3 to go.
We're kind of in the same place as we were leading into this this week. We want to, at this point, look to win every game. We have 2 big home games coming up in the next couple of months, and we really feel that we're at our strongest at home, and every game we do play at home, we want to win.
Is it as simple as that now that you feel? I'm not put the cup finals, 3 games left. That is the difference. Every game you're getting fewer, but you're winning. 3 games and you win them. Do you go to a World Cup? Do you think it's as simple as that?
I really hope so. Look, all we can control is what's in our destiny, and that is our performances, and hopefully they turn into wins for us, which in turn would be lovely if it turned into a World Cup appearance.
Just the last one from me. How much sort of is this good for you, these camps? I think, Dav just mentioned there about game time at club level. how do you get that balance right? Because you are going to be, in the 3 World Cup qualifiers coming up, you're going to be so heavily lent upon. How much is it you're getting enough game time at club, and how much can you push on that to make sure you get as much as you can?
This is the game we're in now. It's a highly competitive environment, and it's still early days in the season. So, look, I'm not worried about that. I'm pretty confident that the game time will come. And look, we've been in this situation before many times with Wales, where look, we haven't had players always playing as much as they'd like to, but let me tell you, every time they put that Welsh shirt on, they seem to perform pretty well.
Okay, Lawrence.
Hi Ben, just a couple for me. Do you enjoy friendlies?
I enjoy every time I get to play for Wales.
Do you? Because obviously you do feel sometimes with players going in and different environments, do you find it sort of easy to get up for and that sort of thing?
Completely. I think, as I said earlier, you have to appreciate every time you get to wear the shirt for your country, and it's no different for this one. Everyone here comes to these games because they love representing Wales, and this one's no different.
And just to sort of build on your answer from the youngsters that have come into the squad, what have they brought? What have they brought to that kind of training squad and your day-to-day life on camp?
They brought a lot of quality. I think when you have to qualify for big tournaments, you need a squad, and you don't get a load of time together before those first games come, but you need to train properly in the time that you do, and you need to make sure that everything is done as professionally and as properly as it can be. And having those young guys come in, for them it's a big opportunity to impress, big opportunity to show what they're about, but that means that it raises everyone's standards, and having them around the place has been great for us, but it also gives us the confidence that when they're going to be needed, like we saw the other day with Dylan, we have no doubt that they'll be able to slot in easily.
And then just finally, obviously going back to Swansea for yourself and potentially captaining at your former club. I mean, how special is that for you? And have you sort of been thinking about that as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't been back there for a while now, but really looking forward to being back out there on the pitch at the Swans. It's really exciting. I remember feeling quite excited when I saw this fixture come, so really looking forward to it.
Any more questions in English? Okay, os ti'n o'n neu cwpl yn Cymraeg, neu eich yn ffain. Yeah.
That's for Ben. Croeso nôl tir mwy gyfarwydd yn y Kazakhstan. Beth ych chi'n gobeithio cael allan o'r gêm yma yn erbyn Canada?
Ni'n gweld e fel gêm eitha pwysig. Mae'n siawns i ni ware yn erbyn tîm, so ni'n gweld yn aml yn erbyn chwarae wahanol, felly gêm pwysig ble ni'n gallu dangos beth ni'n gallu gwneud.
A mae wastad yn rhywbeth balch i dynnu Crys Cymru ymlaen. Yn ogystal â'r chwaraewyr profiadol fel ti sy'n gobeithio casglu fwy o funudau, beth am y chwaraewyr ifanc sydd wedi creu dipyn o argraff megis Dylan Lola?
Mae'r boys ifanc sydd wedi dod mewn i'r garfan wedi bod yn gret i pawb, i fod yn onest, yn y cwpl o campau diwetha. Maen nhw'n dod mewn, maen nhw'n gweithio'n galed, maen nhw'n helpu pawb ar y cael ymarfer, ac fel ych chi'n wedi gweld fel chwaraewyr fel Dylan, os maen nhw'n barod gyda ni, maen nhw'n barod i ware hefyd.
A siwr chi fel garfan ar ôl y gêm yna yn Kazakhstan a'r canlyniadau ar ôl hynny i Wlad Belg a Gogledd Macedonia ac ati, siwr chi eich gobeithio'n chi o fod yn cwpan y byd flwyddyn nesaf?
I fod yn onest, mae'n sefyllfa ni eitha debyg i beth oedd cyn ni dod wythnos yma. Oedd job ni'n neud yn Kazakhstan, ac dyna beth ni wedi neud gyda'r 3 pwynt, a wedyn mae popeth arall yn mynd i edrych fel ma fe, felly yr unig beth ni'n gallu canolbwyntio arno yw'n gemau ni ac ein perfformiadau ni, felly ni'n gobeithiol bod mis nesaf yn mynd i bod yn siawns dda i ni.
Dyw Craig Bellamy wedi cymryd Cymru mewn gêm gyfeillgar eto. Sa'n meddwl bod yn hoffi'r term gêm gyfeillgar chwaith, ond beth oedd wedi bod yn deud chi fel chwaraewyr bod eisiau gweld?
Rydyn ni wedi bod yn paratoi am y gêm yma yn debyg fel oedd ni wedi paratoi am y gêm yn erbyn Kazakhstan. Ni'n edrych ar y ddau nhw bod nhw'n pwysig iawn i ni i ware yn erbyn tîm wahanol. systemau wahanol ac fel ni wedi dweud ni'n mynd mewn i'r gêm ceisio ennill fory.
A jyst i gloi sut ti'n gwneud ti yn chwelu i Abertawe.
Yeah, mae fe'n gêm eitha cyffroes i fi edrych mlaen at bod yna. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr. Diolch pawb. Craig will be in shortly.
10, 15 minutes with Craig, so about 3 questions each.
Make them good.
Yeah.
3 questions each. Otherwise, this goes from 15 minutes to 7.
Yeah.
No, I got all the time in the world. All the time.
No pressure. No translation today either, I don't think, so we should get through them quicker.
Yeah. Who is at Kazakhstan? Anyone come here go Kazakhstan? David, 1. So you get the first questions, not even like, yep.
Are you
No,
going
no
first, Ian?
Yeah, I feel under pressure now.
You should do.
Good afternoon, Craig. So what do you want to get out of this Canada game, Craig, would you say? And are we likely to see more debuts following on from Dylan Lawler?
Might do. Intensity. Because they're bringing that. That's why we were able to choose this friendly. Just how they press, how they trigger. They have loads of good habits. Very aggressive. And it's just for us to be the team we want to be. They're going to put us in uncomfortable moments. And we need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. In order to do that, then our intensity has to be high. Our angles have to be quick. Our speed of support has to be spot on. This is what makes this game brilliant for us, really. And it doesn't mean like, no, we're coming to win. They're ranked better than us in the world, so that's a definite incentive for us. We're pick the best team that we feel that's available for this game to be able to get the best result. We're going to need to be at our best because it's a really good game, really, really nice game.
We all know how important the Cardiff City Stadium is to you, but what does it mean to play this game down the M4 in Swansea? I think it's the first one with a crowd since 2013 when you were playing.
No, it's always important, but the support needs to be there. No matter where we go, it's got to be sold out. If it ain't, I ain't happy. Our players deserve that. We are that. So, and it doesn't come from just one area. Whoever supports from elsewhere have to come there as well. You're the same as when it's at Cardiff. Everyone comes from everywhere to get there. So if you're from Cardiff as well, you have to get down there. That's how I see it. And that's who we are. That's what we have to be. We go up north, it's an honour. We get to take the game to people who come and travel everywhere. So we show that support for them as well. And that's fans from south or west or wherever. If we could get that, I'd be really pleased. It's really important for me, I have to be honest. Because I believe it adds to our players, but it helps them. But I believe national teams, countries like us, should be playing in front of full stadiums. And I don't know, might be pushing it, but I expect that tomorrow.
You expect it to be full?
I'd like it to be, yeah.
Okay. You're obviously sitting out the next...
Is that a no?
No, I'm just wondering... do
you know more than me?
Well, do we know about ticket sales? I'm not sure how we know how many
where we are.
Going to be there exactly, but...
At about 14, 15 at the moment.
How many's a hold?
2020, isn't it? 2021.
So we push again. Not a meaningless friendly. Important game.
You hope for a World Cup, obviously, over the next 24 hours or so. In terms of the World Cup qualifiers, you're sitting out the next 2 dates, 2 friendlies before the Belgium game. What did you make of Belgium's big win and North Macedonia's big win after your win in Kazakhstan? Because that's really boosted their goal difference, and you know that this could come down to goal difference in this group.
I don't know that.
Although it might do.
It might do everything. I can't look at that, surely. We just got to be the best we can be. And wherever that takes us, it takes us. Can we win every game we play? And that's Canada tomorrow. I can't give you these scenarios, and I can't answer them. All we care about is can we be the best at what we are? And hopefully that's enough to get the result we would like on that day. Other scenarios, I can't look too far ahead. Just take care of what we can take care of. And we'll see where that takes us. I remember Montenegro, Turkey. We didn't expect it. don't think anyone in the room, I think you asked similar questions then. Were you expecting it? You weren't. It happened. These things happen. Strange moments, pull-outs at strange times, strange conditions in weather. That's what makes qualifying so harsh, but so romantic all at the same time. I can't look too, honestly, I don't. Goal difference and all of that. We'll see. If it is that, then we deal with it then.
We're all greedy. Obviously, fans are greedy. They want to see more and more goals being scored. And you even said after Kazakhstan, I think, sometimes you're a bit greedy. You want more. You want
Performance.
more. Performance-wise. Can you understand some fans might sort of saying, if they can stick 5 goals past Liechtenstein or Kazakhstan or whatever, why can't we do it? Do you know what I mean? The mentality that some people have.
No, I'm like, I agree. I want us like winning those type of games 7-8, and I think I said that at the time as well. Not Kazakhstan, but Liechtenstein at home. We created those type of chances, but also I've learned a bit as well from this group. It's interesting the timings when you get these teams as well. Like we've had Kazakhstan both times and Liechtenstein, like the first game at that stage. There's a big difference because the second bit, quick turnaround, same players, spend long times without the ball, a lot of tiredness. Like even the game yesterday, after 20 odd minutes, I thought it was going to be a big score because I've seen about 6 Kazakhstan players on their knees. I understand it when I see the travel, what we went through and what they have to do. Long periods without the ball. So maybe as well, timings of when you play these teams as well. I don't know, it might be wrong, but that's how I'm like, they have a big say as well. But also, like I said, the first time round, even watching a lot of games, we don't know what it's going to be. Like I see countries with 1.4 billion transfer market values littered, only winning 1-2-0 in these type of games. And then you see an incredible game yesterday, like Spain beating Turkey 6-0. I don't know this game. You know more about it probably than me. But the unpredictability, I'm just like, you don't know what's happening in these qualifiers. And it is actually very exciting.
All the best tomorrow. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary?
Hey, Craig. Just picking up on that, do you hate the word friendly when there are so many things that you can use a game for? Do you hate the word friendly? Dislike, probably.
No, I don't really pay attention to it. And I never did as a player. I remember being very young, being in the Welsh squad. Mark Hughes was there, and a question was asked in front of the group in a meeting, and his words were, "There's no such thing as friendlies." And I've always believed in that. And even at club level, it was the same. There is no such thing. There's always something on it. Always is. You against the next person. It always is. Wherever you think like, oh, no, it isn't. Because you want to be better than that person. If there's a golf, you want to show the golf. So you put more on yourself to even do that even more. Now this game, it's just, it's a really good game. It's a really good game against a very good coach, a very good team, very good players, with really good habits. So it's going to be a really high intense game, I'm hoping.
In terms of performance and result, how can you use the game tomorrow night, plus the time you've hopefully had in camp here, as preparation for what's coming up next month? You've got England, obviously the huge game against Belgium, and then you go into the final 2. In the way this camp has sort of worked out, are you able to do preparation for forthcoming games rather than just have to focus on the 2 games you've got in hand?
You always have a view, like a long, but you work in the here and now as well, preparing for teams. Obviously, on the flight back, you review a lot on the game you just played, but obviously watching a lot of Canada, which we have done over a number of weeks anyway, number of months. But this period gave us a decent preparation. Like I honestly have to tell you, if we were playing tomorrow, it would have been a problem we wouldn't have had the same amount of players. That extra couple of days recovery has allowed us to really have a lot more players available to us, because the turnaround, it would have been too short. And also the preparation leading into the Kazakhstan game was different. I'm learning as well. To not have a group of players for 3 months, have one training session, one. Because Monday, we know it's second day recovery, because we have players on a Sunday coming to us, and also you play Saturday, 2-day recovery. But also we had a couple of players due to the insanity of the transfer market, the window. We didn't see them until Monday night. And they've had very little training for 4 or 5 days, even some of them even a week leading into it. We have one training session because we travelled on a Tuesday, and then game. It's like, that was new. That was really new. As much as you want to be prepared for it, I found that different, really different. But this has been nice, because we got back here Friday late, and now we've had Saturday, Sunday, today. So that's been it's been nice to get some training into them, because a lot of our players as well haven't been training, not just playing, but haven't been training. So due to 1 or 2 circumstances, which happens this time of year. Yeah, this has been it's been nice leading into this game. But yeah, we've all come through it fine. We're all good.
Just the last one from me, Craig. If you just indulge me in picking up some when we've spoken in the past about how you see the game. You know, if you've got possession, great, but only if there's the opportunity arises, get the ball forward quickly, take the opportunity, go, try and score, etc. Are you seeing maybe club football, international football? I don't know whether it's this season or just within this last year or so, a slight changing in the way people are playing, maybe being a bit more direct, using some weapons at disposals, long throws, the restarts, etc. Perhaps that haven't been so prevalent in recent years. Are you noticing anything like that? Is there anything in that?
Yeah. I think the physicality is clear. It has been for a few years. The numbers now these players are hitting, the intensity they're able to hit, we're resourcing every league. That's why every club is buying players for 50, 60. Before they even get on the table, we know their intensity, we know what they're able to do. It's become a running game. Now I get to see PSG in Spain last night, gives me peace. I watch them on the ball. But the physicality of the league, we found it with Burnley. Built a championship team that can work in small areas, small spaces, come out with things. Then go to the Premier League. Cyborgs. So we were up against cyborgs. Like, it was unreal. Would just run you. But also have ridiculous ability as well, because that's why you pay 80 million for that type of profile. Then you look around the team, you see 40, 50, 60. It's littered, because the league is allowed to do that now, because it's the biggest financial league in the world. So it allows us to resource every league, but also the profile of every player we want. Now, we changed in that league. Like, people with Burnley, like, I felt, if you watched us all season and you still feel we played towards the end of it, like, you're wrong. Like, I heard a lot of people saying, like, we kept to our beliefs, and I was gone in November. We were direct. We had to be. But these teams, they work you out. It was like, man be man, they can go press you because they have the physicality and they have the technical ability to do that. Now, I feel that's what we're seeing more, where they're going man be man now, because they have that, like, sheer speed, sheer power, and it's become that, like, boom, boom, back, forward. It's become that way, and so many teams I've had admiration for, like your Brentfords and all that, the profile of players they get, Brightons, and you see Bournemouth now. But even when you look at Bournemouth, say for instance, you look at their front three, please look at what it's difficult because you won't see it. but we get to see it. When you look at their running stats, you're like, whoa, wow. And then you look at every Premier League teams, they all got it. They've all bought it. And they're the things, that's what I've seen the most. It's just become beyond extreme with the physical capabilities. And I'm telling you, I feel if you're not able to hit a certain benchmark in intensity and sprint distance, you don't get to play at that level. You won't get exposed to it. It's too much. It's too much. I hope it goes back the other way. Do you know when people talk boring football? I hope we get back to that.
Lawrence, do you know? Can you pass the microphone over to Lawrence? Sorry, thank you. Gary.
I suppose not quite building on that, but in terms of Jesse Marsh and the manager you're going to face tomorrow, he had a bit of a tough time at Leeds, but how do you rate him as a manager, the style he plays, Craig, and what do you enjoy about it?
No, just ridiculously aggressive without the ball. How he looks to build his shape, how he looks to trigger. It's Red Bull. It's Red Bull. So obviously his experience at New York, Salzburg, Leipzig, then obviously experience at Leeds a little bit different to what the Red Bull scenario is. But what I see from Canada is that. And we're fully aware of how they press, what their motto is. I see a lot of that in the Canadian team. That's what he brings. That's what he knows. And that's what I like. You know, I like teams being really aggressive on the front foot, bringing that intensity. Now, you have to have the profiles to be able to do that, like we were trying to explain a minute ago. You have to have those type of profiles. They do. And that's what we want to be. Like, we've come close to it at certain times, but like, I want us to be that team. I want us to be so aggressive about the ball. We go that extra yard. Now you've got to have the profiles for it. Now, sometimes when I pick players that some people, but they have that. There's a reason why. It's not for everyone to agree on what I do. I understand that. But I want us, like, we went from a big number, I can't remember, it was in late 30s, to intensity, where we were. Now, after the Nations League, we were around about 10th. Now we want to be able to break that, get into where Austria and all they are, and those type of nations, those type of teams. So when you basically pick players for Wales, it's like, this is the DNA. This is the model. If you can't do this, you can't play for Wales. That's what I would like, and that's what these type of coaches have. These are the type of profile of players they look for. And I want us, I want us to be like that. I want us to really be so intense. And I have to be honest, like the Kazakhstan game, we weren't that. We didn't go that extra yard. We weren't chest over knee. So all those habits that allows us to become a good team, because if we do not do that, we get exposed. We're not good enough to not do it. So that's why when you see these type of games, like a Canada as well, like the learning we'll get back from it as well, it's so important for us to be able to improve.
Is that why you chose Canada and England as the sort of back-to-back friendlies, if you like?
I chose them,
You
Yeah. It's like, give me the toughest. Like, and look, I'm fully aware I could get beaten, and can I say, like, get my ass kicked, and you know what I mean? I know, it's like, but what would I gain from playing a lesser team, where we know? Do you understand? Like, we know where we are. It's like, this is like a tough game, and also where that intensity. We see where we are. And that's just, it's just going to give us that. Because also as well, what you don't see is we will get their data. They have to, because they'll be on our data system. So the amount we're able to pick from that, it's like, then you see this, then you see that. But look at that profile. You know, what can we do to get better at that? Or are we actually even better? You know, so it just gives us a good opportunity to be able to get better.
Yeah, because choosing Canada, England, then Belgium, and that is quite a trio of games.
But what's the point of not? That's what I mean. I don't like. You want to play the best teams. Now, I haven't been in a position where I could choose games, because every game I've had to this date has always had something riding on it, points, but now it was like the Canada one really fitted us. It was nice to be able to get the Tuesdays well, because we knew the trip from Kazakhstan. If it would have been like a Monday, it really would have been hard for us. Like if it would have been today, or definitely a Sunday, would have been like, I don't know what day we're on. I've lost days. But at the same time, then the opportunity of England, you know, to play in like Wembley, never underestimate it. It's like amazing. Short distance, so that takes travel for us. So we're not having to travel, put that into the legs, to play at a real intensity that game is definitely going to have. Mirrors well for what we're going to go into then after that. So, yeah, it's, you know, we're going to have to be alive and geared, ready, straight for those games. And I just want us to have every game like that. You know, every game's tough. Every game's like, intense stuff. Where, like, you got to run, you got to sprint, change direction. That ball goes over the top, get back. No, like, ambling back, where you see a lot of players doing, ploddy players getting back, no sprint back. We have to do that, because you know why? If we don't do that against these type of teams, we get hurt. So that's why these games are so important. It gives us, we have to have the right habits.
Strikes me you prefer these than a Liechtenstein or
Oh yeah, all day. All day. I know what's going to be. Do you know what's going to be? What are you going to do? Well, you've been quiet today, so yeah. We roll him out every now and then. But what are you thinking? No, but what are Liechtenstein going to do? What do you think? What formation? Come on, you know football. Yeah. 5. Would you go 5-4-1 or 4-5-1? Yeah. No, you're right. But they're going to come out. Now, we have to impose ourselves. Now, 1-0 a good scoreline for them? 2-0? 3-0? I think so. 4-0? When do they give up? Or when's it not a good result for them? So, even at 3, do you think they're changing? They ain't changing. You see with England Andorra the other day. Like, 2-0's an incredible result for them. That's a win. That's the mentality. And it's not their fault, far from it. But I also think we have to understand, like, I'm not critical of England for that. I think they should come up, yeah, with the quality they have all day. But these teams don't want to lose 3, 4, 5. They're setting up like you won't, like they're not leaving this box. Now, that's where you have to be patient. That's where you have to break it down. And of course, certain individuals do amazing things, and it happens on that day. But if you stay impatient, you force the ball, you start playing long balls, like say for instance Kazakhstan's record from crosses are ridiculous. They like head everything. Now we know we can't, like cutbacks and those type of moments are really important. But these nations, it's really, it's easy to know because you know what they're doing, but to actually get the moments, how do we create the overload? How do we, if you defend a 5, they were able to attack you a 6, but then if their wingers are coming on top of their wing backs as well, then it's basically just a line of 5, 4, and then 1 just a little bit maybe outside the D. It becomes really like every moment has to be really perfect. You'll get there in the end, but it might have to just be later. Now, if you play in a second game round, it's nice because they're a little bit. The legs have to move again. They're so you keep it, and those little movements take it out of you. So preparing for those, honestly, like And Joe, when I said like I have sleepless nights, of course I didn't mean it like I have sleepless nights, but these are really like I don't like them. Like it's like these games, you know they're coming at you, and it allows you to be more excited. You understand? Because I like feel, and I'm conscious. I've really talked as well today. I feel that we have to be really good. If we're not, we get hurt. Now, if we're not really good against those type of teams, we're likely still not going to get hurt. Yeah, so that's what leads me to these games more exciting than what others are. But still doesn't mean I don't think they're all important.
Okay. Any more questions? Graham, do you want to ask a question? Do you want the microphone?
Are you saying that if you could negotiate the fixtures again now, you'd do it differently?
We don't get to negotiate now.
No, but you said that it was new to you. You're inexperienced at it, you said. Knowing what you know now, would you do it differently?
We don't get to negotiate the games. UEFA choose. We just get told.
Right.
Where before, I'm sure that used to happen, yeah?
Yeah, you used to have a meeting after the draw, the managers got together, and it was always the top nation who used to, but now it's drawn out. But
I would definitely look at that if I had the chance, yeah.
Right.
But we don't get that choice.
No. Isn't there not still some influence that goes on?
No.
It's given to you. What do you wait for now, yeah?
It's just
well, that's what some countries claim there is.
Oh, no, the fixtures just come out and they're given to you.
Yeah.
And the kick-off times and everything.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you.
No problem. I'm like, yeah. No, but you're right. And, yeah, if I could, I would look at that, definitely, off this bit. But, yeah, we don't. We just get told this is when you're playing. And so, yeah, sorry. Any other questions? I've talked enough, sorry. Thank you.
All right.